Utah Crossbow Hunter, where today we're going to be doing the speed test with the Carbon Express Pile Driver 390 and stock Carbon Express Pile Driver arrows today. So without any further ado, let's get started with today's show. Hi, and welcome back. Here we go. Okay, so I have my little cheat sheet here, so I can write everything down on it. I got my CALDWELL ballistic precision chronograph down there. Let me just turn my camera around here a little bit so you can see that. Okay, there we go. It's all set up and ready to go. Bring that back around here. So one thing I did is I made sure it was level on both ends. So I got these little bubbles here that I just set on both ends and I level it up. Hopefully I don't have any errors today. I got my rail all lubed up. Turn on my REMALI speed cam there so you can see it. One thing you may not see me do all the time is I do always, even though I got it kind of marked out, I always make sure I got my rangefinder with me to make sure everything is good. So it's always good to have that. So let's send the first arrow down. It'll be arrow number one. Arrow number one, the total weight is 481.8 grains. The tip is 125.4, and the arrow weight itself is 356.8. So we will send these arrows down range. Okay, so I had to go take care of something really quick. My youngest engineer decided to take her shoes off. So, okay, here we go. First one down range. .328 feet per second. All right, that's number one. I'll write that down. 328. Okay. And let's send another one down. All right. Number two. It comes in at 482.4 grains. The tip is 125.4. The arrow weight itself is 357. All right. And that one comes in at 325. We'll send arrow number three down just a second. Okay. Okay, arrow number three. Arrow number three comes in at 482.8 grains. The tip is 124.6, and the arrow weight itself is 358.4 grains. And it comes in at 326. Okay. Arrow number 6. Arrow number 6 comes in at 444.4 grains. The tip is 99.8. The arrow weight itself is 344.4. So this one's the lighter ones. At 339. Okay. All right. Arrow number 7. The total weight is 445 grains. The tip is 100.4. The arrow itself is 344.6 grains. So let's see how this one does. .338. Okay. Yeah, it seems like my phone keeps going off this morning with messages or whatever. Oh well, they're going to have to wait. You probably can hear that. All right. Okay. So the last arrow, number 8, is at 345 total weight grains. Tip is 99.6, and the arrow weight itself is 345.6. Okay. Okay, that comes out at 339. Okay, so I'm gonna go pick up my arrows, and I'll be back. Alrighty, let's go for round number 2. The thing to remember is I do all my arrows in groups of 3. So before I get my average speed, before I do the calculations for the kinetic energy that they're putting out, which we'll do inside on the Gold Tip website. Alright, arrow number 1. .333. Okay. So that was a little bit faster than the first round. Okay. Let's see. Arrow number 2. Arrow number 2, downrange. 331. Okay. Remember, the first 3 arrows are the heavier arrows that I'm shooting. Arrow number 3. Down range. .328. Alright, now we're going to go with the lighter arrows. Ones with the 100 grain tip. Next three. Alright. Arrow number 6, the lighter weight. $3.39. So that one stayed the same. All right. Okay. Arrow number 7. $3.39. All right. And last but not least, arrow number 8. Then we'll have one more round to do to get my average before we do the kinetic energy round. Okay. All right, there it is. All right. Arrow number 8. Comes in at $3.39 also. Okay, so I am going to go pick up my arrows and I'll be right back. Okay, right now my speeds are looking pretty good. The time for refreshment. Good old Dr. Pepper. I don't have any cream soda today. I went to the store. They, again, didn't have any. So, Dr. Pepper is just as good. I love it anyways. Okay? Alrighty. Alright, we're on there. Okay, so you guys can see everything. Alright. So this will be the third and final round for my averages. Okay. Alright, arrow number 1. Remember the weight on this one is, total weight is 481.2 with the 125.8 grain. It's a heavier arrow. $3.30. All right. Yep. Number 2. Number 2 weighs 482.4 with a 125.4 grain tip. At $3.38. All right. And my last heavy arrow. Yes, you call them a heavy arrow because it's got the 125 grain tip on it. All right, number 3 comes at 482.8 grains with 124.6 tip on it. And it's 330. Okay. Then we'll go with the lighter ones, which have the 100 grain tip on them. All right. I'm hoping my Raminelli's catching all this really good. We'll have to wait and see. Okay. All right. 339. Well, number 6 has stayed 339 consistently, so we already know the average on that one, don't we? Okay. Okay. Number 7. Remember, number 7 comes in at 445 grains with a 100 grain tip. All right, here we go. That's 341. Okay, and the last one here.
Eyeglasses.
Alrighty. Okay. Okay. So my last one here, number 8, is at 445 also, with 99.6 grain. Okay, stay right there. And it comes in at 341 also. Okay, so as you can see, I got one of my engineers here with me out here. So everything's looking really good. The bow's shooting good. I guess you say we got some tight groups down there. So hopefully I haven't hit any arrows and split them. So far I haven't. No arrows that went through my bag. That's a good thing. 'Cause I still got one. I still got to get out of my bag down there eventually. I just don't know how I'm going to do that. So, alrighty. So I'm going to pack everything up. Take everything inside. We'll add everything up. Get some kinetic energies. So, see you inside. Okay, so we're back inside here. Let's see here. Bring up my stuff here. So I got all my averages for feet per second already put in here. So we got 330, 331, 330, 328, 329, 321, 340. So that's pretty consistent, I would say, as far as average feet per second. I mean, it's supposed to be 390, but it is what it is. I mean, it's probably with an extremely light arrow that's going to be at 390. But I spoke too soon outside about not damaging any arrows or splitting any arrows because, yeah, my last round I took a fletching and split it off. So another arrow hit it. Not quite sure how, but it did. It took it right off. Almost. So I came in like that here and just came across and took care of that one. Okay, so let's go in and get some kinetic energies here on the Gold Tip website. So go over here to resources, calculators, front of center, and there it brings up the kinetic energy. So we will put some arrow weights in. Some feet per second, and see what we come up for some kinetic energy on these. Alright. Okay, so arrow number 1, that comes in at 481.8, and the speed was 330. And let's calculate. And we come up with 116.533. Alright. Arrow number 2. Alright, come on. Oh man. Wouldn't you know it? There we go. Come on. Alright, so arrow weight 482.4, and the speed 331. Calculate at 117. 387. Okay, and arrow number 3, 482.8 with a speed of 328, and that's 115 also. 115.364. I'm writing these down as I go here, so we can put them back in our spreadsheet. Alright, arrow number 6. 444.4 for weight, and the speed of 339 comes to 113. 43. Alright. Arrow number 7 is 444, 445, and average of 339 feet per second, and we calculate that. It comes to 113,584. Alright. And our last arrow is at 444,445 at a speed of 340, and that comes to 114,255. Okay, so let's go back and put them on our spreadsheet. Starting with number 1 here. Alright. 116.533. 117.387. Arrow number 3. 115.364. Arrow number 6. 113.43. number 7, 113.584, and then last arrow number 8 at 114.255. Okay, so again, pretty consistent. Okay, these ones right here are the heavy ones with the 125 grain tips. These are the 100 grain tips. So pretty close. Except, you know, just the only difference is the grains on the tips and the grains of the arrows. So pretty good. So that's just the pile driver 390, and this one was down here with the center point down here for the Patriot 415. So see how higher speeds, higher energy, lower speeds, lower energy. So that, you know, not bad. Okay, alrighty. So we'll come back with some final thoughts. Okay. Alright, so we're back with some final thoughts. Overall, it was a good day. You know, we just shot, you know, just a few times, got an averages today. You know, obviously you can see speed-wise that the pile driver does not come up to the 390, but you know, again, I'm not going to stress about the feet per second. What I want, what we're focused on is this right here, the kinetic energy. So this is enough energy to take down pretty much anything. Just like this here, I'd probably, for larger animals, go something like this, deer, something like this probably. So, okay. So with that said, you guys have a great day. Keep your family safe. Family first. Until then, see you next time.